Clark with the whole Nike fiasco. Nobody has a breeze of what is going on.
What up, Hoop fans? Today, we're diving into a story that has everyone talking, but nobody seems to understand. The Caitlin Clark Nike situation. Picture this. You're Caitlin Clark. You just signed a huge deal with Nike worth $28 million over 8 years. You're breaking records. You're filling arenas that couldn't sell tickets before. You're changing the game of women's basketball forever. Everyone's waiting for your signature shoe. Your fans have their credit cards ready. The basketball world is watching. And then, nothing. Complete silence from Nike. It's like they forgot you even existed. Meanwhile, you're out here in Kobe's setting courts on fire, breaking rookie records, and bringing more eyes to the WNBA than ever before. Doesn't make sense, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening to Clark right now, and today, we're going to uncover why Nike is leaving their biggest star hanging and why she might be forced to walk away from the brand altogether. Let's rewind to April of this year. The basketball world went crazy when Caitlin Clark signed that $28 million deal with Nike. Everyone thought, this is it, she's gonna have her own shoe line, merch everywhere, billboards, commercials, the works. I mean, why wouldn't we think that? Clark isn't just any player, she's the most recognized college player in the country, twice as popular as second place Angel Reese, and 4 times more popular than any men's player. That had never happened before. But here we are months later, and what do we have? Nothing. No signature shoe, no major marketing push, just Caitlin playing in borrowed Kobe's while Nike acts like the deal never happened. Now let's compare this to how Nike treated LeBron James. They had his first signature shoe ready before he even graduated high school, before he played a single NBA minute. Yet Clark, who's already proven herself at the highest level, is still waiting. Nike claims it's about development time, that signature shoes take 18 to 24 months to create. But we all know that's not the whole story. They could easily have Clark branded merchandise, special colorways, or even a basic collection while the signature shoe develops. The truth is much more complicated, and it has nothing to do with production timelines. Now here's where things get really interesting. Nike, the company built on taking risks, the brand that tells us to just do it, is suddenly afraid. But afraid of what, you ask? It's not about money. The second Clark signature shoes hit shelves, they'd likely become the biggest sellers in Nike's lineup. Their fans are desperate to support her. The real issue? Nike is scared of social media backlash. When Clark signed her deal, parts of social media exploded with criticism. People were saying Nike was showing favoritism. Some claimed the only reason Clark got this opportunity was because she's white. Others said established WNBA stars deserved signature shoes first. Now, Nike is caught in this awkward position. Do they push Clark's shoe and risk more outage? Or do they play it safe and miss out on millions in potential sales? And right now, they're choosing safety over success. They're walking on eggshells, afraid to make a move. It's like they're pretending Clark isn't their biggest potential star, all because they're scared of Twitter drama. And this isn't just my opinion either. Industry insiders are saying the same thing. Nike is holding back on Clark because they're worried about how it might look, about accusations of favoritism or privilege. But in trying to avoid controversy, they've created an even bigger one. Now here's where Clark has every right to feel disrespected. While Nike keeps her shoe under wraps, other rookies from her same draft class are already lacing up their own kicks. Angel Reese has her signature shoe deal. JC Sheldon, another rookie from 2024, already has her own signature shoe with a smaller brand. These players deserve their success, absolutely, but why is Clark still waiting? the Washington Mystics had to move their game against Clark's Indiana Fever to the Wizards Arena just to fit all the fans who wanted to see her play. They set a WNBA attendance record. Tickets for her first playoff game cost more than every other WNBA playoff game combined. Clark is bringing new fans to women's basketball who had never watched a game before. She's creating a wave of interest that could lift the entire sport. And still, Nike won't capitalize on her star power. It's like they're actively holding her back, afraid to let her shine too brightly. They'd rather take a financial hit than deal with social media criticism. This isn't just bad business, it's unfair to Clark, who's done everything right. She performed on the court, she stayed humble, she's grown the game. What more could Nike possibly want from her? But this problem goes beyond just Nike. The entire basketball establishment seems uncomfortable with Clark's rapid rise to stardom. Let's talk about her rookie season for a second. This wasn't just any rookie year. Clark led all rookies in points, field goals made, assists, steals, and minutes played. She finished 4th in MVP voting. 4th as a rookie. That's not just good, that's historic. And yet, Team USA left her off the Olympic roster. Their excuse? She hasn't earned it yet. Hasn't earned it? What exactly does a player need to do to earn it if breaking records and transforming the game itself isn't enough? The WNBA itself has been lukewarm toward Clark. Yes, they tweet about her occasionally, but there's this strange tension, almost like they're afraid of what happens if she comes too big too quickly. It's as if the basketball establishment is treating Clark like an outsider, someone who crashed their party rather than a once-in-a-generation talent who's bringing millions of new fans to the game. This is the environment Clark is navigating, where not just her shoe company, but even the leagues she's elevating seem reluctant to fully embrace her success. So here's the million-dollar question, or should I say the billion-dollar question. What if Caitlin Clark walked away from Nike? Clark does have options, big ones, and they might be much better than sitting around waiting for Nike to get over their fear of Twitter drama. Remember how Steph Curry changed everything for Under Armour? Before Curry, Under Armour wasn't even in the conversation for basketball shoes. Now look at them. Clark could do the same thing, but even bigger. We know other companies wanted her badly. Under Armour offered to make her the face of Curry brand. Adidas was ready with their own massive deal. But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark could follow the Roger Federer playbook. Remember when Federer left Nike after years of being together? He joined On, a smaller shoe company, but he didn't just sign a regular deal, he became a part owner. Now, On is worth billions, and Federer's stake is worth more than any other traditional endorsement deal could ever pay him. Clark could do something similar. Imagine her joining a smaller brand, taking equity, and watching that company explode in value as her popularity grows. We're talking about a potential billion-dollar move here. She wouldn't just be an athlete wearing a logo, she'd be a business powerhouse building her own empire. She could have complete control over her brand, her message, her products. No more waiting around for Nike to decide when they're ready to push her. No more playing second fiddle to other athletes. She could be the boss, calling all the shots. And let's be real, companies would line up with blank checks if Clark became available. She wouldn't just be signing another endorsement deal, she'd be changing the entire business model for how female athletes build wealth. Nike is playing it safe, but playing it safe doesn't sell shoes. Playing it safe doesn't make history, and playing it safe doesn't keep your biggest stars happy. What's crazy is that Nike's hesitation might end up being the best thing that ever happened to Clark. Every day they drag their feet is another day her star rises higher. Every game she dominates without Nike's full support is another reason for her to consider other options. It's like they're setting her up for the ultimate comeback story, but they might not be a part of it. Fans are already saying Clark's shoe could be the best-selling in Nike's history. That's not just hype, that's serious cash being left on the table while Nike worries about what Twitter might say. It's like trying to hold back a tidal wave with a beach umbrella. The more they try to ignore Clark, the bigger she gets. So here's the bottom line. Nike has a choice to make. Either fully embrace Clark now, signature shoe, major marketing push, the works, or risk losing her forever. And Clark has an even bigger choice. Does she stay loyal to Nike and hope they eventually wake up? Or does she bet on herself and create something revolutionary, something that could change how female athletes build wealth forever? What would you do if you were in her shoes? Would you wait it out with Nike, or would you take control of your own destiny? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this story is far from over. And if I were Nike, I'd be very, very worried right now. That's it for today, Hoop fans. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. We'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.